TEM Video presents Be My Guest Entrepreneur Showcase with special guest Sharp Pursuits and Jalen Hatton. And here's your host, Alana Covington.
Welcome to Be My Guest. This is the first of 3 shows where we are highlighting local entrepreneurs and their journey. If you are looking to start your own business, our guests today have helpful information that may enlighten you. After this break, we will jump right into it with Sharp Pursuits.
TEM now offers live streaming video for use in broadcasting your event in real time to any device, any size audience, anywhere in the world in HD. Whether it's a sporting event, concert, annual corporate meeting, or secure legal conference, we can broadcast your event live to as many viewers that have web access via their iPhone, Android, laptop, or large screen monitors. During the event, we simultaneously create a high-definition archive file you may keep for creating copies for viewing on Blu-ray or DVDs, or editing highlights. Do you need an event streamed over the internet? Let the TEM professionals guarantee a smooth live streaming experience. We do it right the first time, on time. At SRT Media, we specialize in press releases, media campaigns, social media, crisis management, branding, and more. So what are you waiting for? Give us a call at 480-406-8072 and let's work together.
We are back with Be My Guest, an entrepreneur showcase, and we are here with our first guests, Desmond and Shayla Sharp from Sharp Pursuits. Sharp Pursuits is a full-service event company that was created by Desmond and Shayla Sharp. They specialize in event planning, decor and rentals, DJ services, and much more. The company was founded in 1999, and to tell us much more, we have Desmond and Shayla Sharp. Thank you so much for coming on our show.
Oh, not a problem.
Thank you for having us.
So tell us a little about Sharp Pursuits. What really ignited the spark in you guys to get this business started?
Oh, wow. Okay. So going back a little bit before 1999, 1997, I started DJing, and I was a junior at North Carolina A&T. And make a long story short, we had to start a company because I needed to get paid from the university. And they said, we need an EIN number. So I was like, what was that? So they forced me to start a company, and then in 1999 we incorporated, and the rest is history.
So, being that you guys went to A&T, what did you guys really major in?
I was a graphic communication systems major with a concentration in printing and publishing.
Biological and agricultural systems engineering.
Well, how does that really coincide with your business today?
It does and it doesn't. I would say they were things that led us on a path to get where we are now, and we do still use pieces of what we did in our studies in what we do now in ways that maybe people may not understand. But I know for Desmond, DJing was what he did while he was in grad school to make money, and over time running into certain people that taught him more about the industry that kind of ignited that fire in him. For me, it kind of caused me to stumble into the planning side because I was designing something for an event, and I kind of got pulled in behind the scenes, and then it turned out that I really loved it.
Yeah. And I tell a lot of people, they ask, how do you use your degree, or how does it correlate to what we do now? And I tell them it's more about thinking logically. The engineering design process, you identify your problem, and then you kind of identify solutions, and you pick a solution. So that's just something that a lot of people forget, that we make decisions too difficult. A lot of times you just need to dummy it down and just think logically.
Being an entrepreneur can often be discouraging, especially when starting off. What really made you want to decide to really be an entrepreneur?
I've always had an entrepreneurial spirit. I started a lawn care business when I was in like 7th grade. And an uncle of mine was a mentor. He was also an entrepreneur, and he told me about the business side of things. And it's being an entrepreneur is a union between a passion for what you're doing and also an aptitude for making money. So you develop that passion into something that will generate revenue. So it was just, I've always, a lot of people call it hustling or a hustler. I've always been a hustler. I sold candy on the bus, I did it all. So I've always had my little money, and that's what I bought my Jordans with or whatever it was. If my parents wouldn't buy it for me, I'd get it myself. So I've always had that spirit.
I like that. I like that.
I never considered being an entrepreneur until I met him, and we eventually got married, and I really started to form a passion for what the business was doing, and just kind of diving deeper into it, and then I started to really love it and just fully embraced it.
This is a big business. Sharp Pursuits is big. My manager, Mr. Sam, talks just great about you guys. So, what were the next? Once you knew that you were an entrepreneur, what were like the next steps that you took?
Oh wow!
To start your business.
Okay, so first you have to make your business official. A lot of people haven't really officially started, although you may be a business in namesake. You need to go ahead and not necessarily incorporate, but you need to structure your business. You need to be a sole proprietor, corporation, LLC, whatever, however you're going to structure it. Your business is like a person just like you are. So you need to, through the federal channels and state channels, identify what you are and what you do. And that's the beginning of it. Once you have that, depending on what you're doing, you might need insurance, you might need some type of registration. It depends on what you're doing, the routes you go after that. But the basics is, be recognized and be official.
Well, having a business is hard if you don't by yourself. And I see you have your wife Shayla here with you to help, but you guys also have other employees. Now, how do you guys choose employees that are as passionate about your business?
Well, that's the key with employees is trial and error.
Yeah.
And as a small business, it's really hard to get good people. And good people that are willing to work for what you can pay at that moment in time, and that are willing to have a passion for what you have a passion for. There's a lot of people that seek jobs just because they want to make money. And our industry, you have to love it. We work 12, 16, sometimes 24-hour days, literally.
Wow.
So, someone who's not into that, after a while, as soon as the next good thing comes along, they're going to be gone. So it has really been a lot of trial and error over the years to get a great team in place that, will stick with you.
Wow. Now, you guys work a lot with A&T. Do you guys have a specific type of demographic you aim for?
No. Well, going back to your A&T reference, we do a lot, the bigger activities on campus and off campus, like the step show and coronation and, a lot of chancellor's installations and things of that nature. But our demographic, we kind of just go where the events go. Like we'll do Lego League, which is 9-year-olds up through college, and then we might do an 80th birthday party for somebody. So
Wow.
events technically have a pattern, and as long as you are able to adapt, your audience can be whomever.
And earlier I asked you guys if you're just locally in Greensboro, but you guys said y'all travel,
Oh, yeah.
which is great. So what's the furthest you guys ever been?
California currently is the furthest,
Yeah.
but I'm working on going a little further. So
Wow. So what is like the biggest hurdles that were presented while going into the business, or make the biggest challenges towards your success?
I would say learning how to be in business. There's a lot of people who desire to do what they're passionate about, but they don't take the time to learn to be a business. And so, as any small business owner would tell you, you kind of learn by trial and error. You learn the hard way. You make a lot of mistakes. You waste a lot of money. You have to kind of back up from time to time and say, okay, let's start this over. Let's try this again. But I think that's just the main thing, is you just have to be willing to learn as you go and not be too hard on yourself that you force yourself to stop. And being an entrepreneur is not something, like, it's not a word you take lightly. Like, it takes a lot of dedication. There's a lot of people who try it and then choose to go another route.
What advice would you give future entrepreneurs? Something that you would tell someone that that you wish that you were told when starting off your business?
I know the answer to that.
go ahead.
Hire a financial consultant from the beginning. Hire a CPA from the beginning. You can do what you love all day, but if you don't know how to manage your money and you don't know how to work with the IRS and the Department of Revenue and learn the different things that need to be done, your business will fail.
Wow.
And that's not something that someone can just hand to you.
Right.
So.
Wow. Well, thank you guys so much. Thanks for being here. I truly appreciate you guys talking about Sharp Pursuits. If you guys want to check out Sharp Pursuits, make sure you check out their website sp3.us. We are going to kick it to Misha with social media.
Hello, I'm Misha Caldwell with TEM Video. Today we have a Twitter poll that needs your answer. Log on to Twitter, follow TEM Video, and answer our poll question. Our question is true or false. The very first iPhone was created in 2009. The answer will be revealed later on in the show. Coming up, we have our next entrepreneur from Social Ventures. Stay tuned.
Technical Event Management and TEM Video is your one-stop shop when it comes to presentation, organization, and technical implementation for your business. Commercials, live performances, instructional videos, sporting events, corporate training, lecture series. Allow TEM to create your dream today. Give us a call at 336-698-9095 or visit our website at www.temvideo.com. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram at TEM Video. Just a click away.
Back to Be My Guest, where it is a great day to be an entrepreneur. Next, we have Jalen Hatton, a senior financial student from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and Michael Wright, a senior marketing student from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. They have been involved with entrepreneurship since their freshman year in college and are ready to help people with social ventures and financial advising. Thanks, guys. Welcome to Be My Guest. How are you guys doing?
Thank you. Doing good.
It's a pleasure to have you guys
We're happy
here.
to be here.
So tell us what Social Ventures is.
So essentially, it's a partnership, right? And it's a partnership of entrepreneurs who are really geared towards trying to create for-profit businesses that really solve social issues, right? And so right now, it's primarily myself and Michael, and then we have a few different people who we're kind of sort of sourcing right now.
Wow. Now, being a college student is a lot already, especially being a financial student and a marketing student. What made you guys want to start your business in college?
Well, the funny thing is, Mike and I, we actually met in high school. So in the 10th grade, we got into a program at our school that was called the Finance Academy. And so that was like our first real introduction to business and the world of finance. And so that was really our first time, realizing this was something that we wanted to do. It was just a matter of time, really, to get to our freshman year where we would actually start our first official business.
Now, Mike, do you guys have any type of background in finance? Like, are your parents work in finance?
Me personally, no. The first background with finance I have is what he was just speaking of, the Finance Academy that we actually started in 10th grade. So other than that, no for myself, but Jalen might have.
Yeah, I'm a little bit different in that I do have a few people in my background that have experience in finance. Also, to myself, like Mike said, having the experience through the Finance Academy, as well as being a finance student away, right, who kind of felt like, you might be better off going the really traditional path. And so, and it would be people that you really would respect their opinion, and, you don't want to disrespect them in any way or anything like that. But at the same time, you have to remain, you have to persevere and continue to follow what you love.
Now, networking plays a major role in your business. What could you guys kind of really expand on? What, or tell me about what type of connections you made while performing this business?
Yeah, so there have been several different connections. A few people within the financial service industry. I've actually made some connections within professional sports. It's probably more people than we can even think of right now. But you know, in doing this type of work, you meet all types of people, sort of, you know, from many different walks of life.
Right. Wow. I mean, that's awesome. I mean, like I said, I applaud you guys because Jalen, you know, you helped me out with a lot of financial advising, and he's great. Everyone, he's great, and Mike, I'm sure you're great too. So you know, once your business gets expands, what type of employees are you looking to hire to see your business flourish?
Right. So really, we're looking for other entrepreneurs. You know, other people who have an innovative mindset and are really looking to, you know, kind of change the world. And so, in a nutshell, that's who we're looking for.
Mike, you wanna?
Just gonna piggyback off of Jalen, other entrepreneurs. For right now, I know personally looking for other like student entrepreneurs that can also help with certain ventures that we have going on right now as well.
So what advice would you guys give, I want to say college entrepreneurs, especially, I specify on college because a lot of college students are afraid to, you know, go the non-traditional route of being an entrepreneur. So what type of advice would you give a college student that's really looking to venture off and start their own business?
Just dive in. I feel like that's the biggest piece of advice that I can give is just dive in, get right into it, actually build up a business and just start it and let people know that you have that business and tell them what you do, and from there on just expand. Yeah,
and to really piggyback off of what Mike is saying, you know, be ready to fail too, right? Because it's not gonna be a road that's not bumpy, right? And so you have to be willing to kind of see failures as learning experiences and then, you know, move on from it. So
I agree. Well, thank you for being with us today, Jalen and Michael. If you want to get in contact with Jalen and Michael, could you tell everyone your email addresses?
So I can be contacted at hattonjalen@gmail.com.
Me, Michael M.A. Wright at aggiesncat.edu.
Thank you. Stay tuned for a fun and interactive game with all of our guests today, Desmond Sharp and Jalen Hatton. Be right back.
TEM now offers AV rental packages. Packages include projectors, screen, microphones, mixers, and speakers. Call and get your quote today at 336-698-9095 or visit our website, www.technicaleventmanagement.com. TEM now offers live streaming video for use in broadcasting your event in real time to any device, any size audience, anywhere in the world in HD. Whether it's a sporting event, concert, annual corporate meeting, or secure legal conference, we can broadcast your event live to as many viewers that have web access via their iPhone, Android, laptop, or large screen monitors. During the event, we simultaneously create a high-definition archive file you may keep for creating copies for viewing on Blu-ray or DVDs, or editing highlights. Do you need an event streamed over the internet? Let the TEM professionals guarantee a smooth live streaming experience. We do it right the first time, on time.
Everyone, I'm Nisha. The Twitter poll results are in. The question was, the very first iPhone was created in 2009. 40% said true and 60% said false. The correct answer is false. The very first iPhone was actually created June 27, 2007. Thank you for participating in our Twitter poll. Back to you, Alana.
Thank you both for your time today and all the great advice and knowledge you have given to our viewers. Be sure to keep up with them by visiting their website or contacting them by email. Thank you for joining us. Next week, we will have Next Level Entertainment and Brown Box Works. I'm Alana Covington with Be My Guest, And thank you for tuning in. See you next time.